Now, breaking news from RTV6.
And we begin with breaking news right now on the city's northeast side. Authorities tell us a gunman opened fire inside a store, killing one person and injuring another. RTV6 reporter Chris Prophet is at the scene of the shooting, joining us live right now with the very latest. Chris?
Andrew, we want to show you police. IMPD is still on the scene. We've been getting some briefings from IMPD spokesman, and we want to tell you this happened just after 2:30 when two, possibly up to 6 people entered this body gear clothing store. They tried leaving with stolen merchandise, and an employee, or possibly it's the owner's friend, tried to stop them and was shot in the head. And we are told by a different family friend that that man died during surgery. Now, police say up to 15 employees and customers were in the store. One customer was also shot. A witness tells us it was a 19-year-old woman who was wounded in the leg. IMPD tells us that 2 people are in custody. One was caught with the stolen clothes, and one witness we spoke with says she came face to face with one of the suspects who was running from the store after the shootings.
They were actually running on the side of my car, and the one actually dropped clothes on there, and he dropped some of the clothes, and I kind of slowed down, and he came back, he picked the clothes up, he looked at me, he saw me looking at him, and he just kept on, and he came back, picked him up, and then they both took off back that way and around that corner.
I just heard bang, 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 and then everybody came out, then we went over there, I went inside, and I just seen, the guy that got shot in the head. Then I went over and I seen the other lady that was shopping and got shot in her leg for no reason. Really was no reason for both of them to get shot.
So again, what started as a shoplifting with 2, perhaps up to 6 people involved has now turned into what is unofficial from IMPD, but from a family friend, that a man inside that store, possibly a friend of the owner's, perhaps it could have been an employee, was shot in the head and has died at Eskenazi Hospital during surgery. Once again, we'll have confirmation from IMPD, but this person said he was at the hospital with the family when they were told that that man had died. Another person right now in good condition that was shot in the leg. Police are now looking at surveillance tape from the area to get a better idea of what happened during the shooting at around 2:30 this afternoon. Reporting live on the northeast side, Chris Prophet, RTV6.
All right, Chris, thanks. And this latest deadly shooting puts the violence of Indianapolis back in the spotlight. And while you might think that violent crime is up, it's actually not. Here's a look at where the numbers stand from IMPD as of March 15th for 2014. Criminal homicides for the year are up 7%. Robberies are up nearly 2%, but rapes are down nearly 22%, and aggravated assaults have dropped 15%. So overall, violent crime in Indianapolis is down 5.5% compared to this time last year. We will send out the latest breaking news on this afternoon's shooting straight to your smartphone, right through the RTV6 app. Download it through iTunes, Google Play, or check out the links online at theindychannel.com. A nasty crash on the city's north side this afternoon. Check out these pictures from the scene. The car ended up rolled over at North College Avenue and Fall Creek Parkway. Authorities tell us nobody in the vehicle was seriously injured. There's no word on the cause of that crash. We are getting into the warmer temperatures across central Indiana as spring finally looks like it could be here. Storm Team 6 meteorologist Kyle Mounts joining us now with more on that. Kyle, tell me it's actually here.
And Drew, it looks like it might stick for a little while, but certainly feels better and looks so much better for our Sunday afternoon. We look from the IMS Pagoda. You see nothing but sunshine over the Circle City, and that has certainly helped out our temperatures. And we are now in the 50s all across central Indiana. 54 our warmest so far today in Indianapolis, 56 in Terre Haute. These are numbers that are running 15 to 20 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago, a direction we like to see going, and it looks like we'll continue that trend. We'll stay with the sunshine through 7 o'clock, 52 degrees for us, starry skies, a light southwest wind. That will help kind of level off temperatures tonight. 46 degrees, clear and cool at 11 o'clock. Your morning commute, you're not going to have any weather problems slowing you down. Lots of sunshine, a seasonal start for us, and those temperatures you see in the upper 30s to low 40s. We're heading above today's high temperatures to start off your week. We'll look at that in a few minutes.
Now that sounds great, Kyle. Thanks. It has been a long time coming. Sunshine and mild temperatures. A lot of us decided to take advantage of the nice spring weather today. And as RTV6's Katie Hines tells us, those mild temperatures are bringing more people to area parks and businesses.
The sun is shining, and what we're finding is people are ready to shed the layers and get out of the house.
It is absolutely gorgeous. We are training for the Mini, to walk the Mini, so it's so nice to be out in Broad Ripple and in this beautiful weather.
It's been months since Patty Edwards has been able to walk the Monon Trail.
Last fall.
Judging by the crowd on the path, she isn't alone.
No.
Ron Lewis is taking advantage of the mild temperatures and the traffic on the trail. His Broad Ripple business is across the street.
As soon as I got here today, it's like, well, let's bring some of our seasonal clearance stuff outside, right? Let's capitalize on the people walking by and, hey, you know.
The outdoor shop sells equipment for all seasons, but current sales are reflecting the season we haven't seen in what seems like ages.
Anything that's gonna get them out of the house and out of that winter funk, right? So we're selling just a lot of fun, colorful sandals, a lot of lightweight spring stuff.
Customers at Rosie's Gardens and Nursery on the north side are ready to prune, plant, and play outside.
It has been that any day the sun has been shining, it's been busy.
Manager Rose Kelly offers one tip for bringing spring home.
I think pansies, look at the color they provide. They're one of my favorite flowers, just cheerful, and I think everybody needs something cheerful this spring.
Whether for fun or for business, everyone's hoping we see more days like these. Reporting in Broad Ripple, Katie Hines, RTV6.
Thanks, Katie. And we are awaiting new information from authorities in the deadly Washington state landslide. More rainfall is causing problems for the rescuers. The only good news, the number of those believed missing was reduced on Saturday from 90 to 30. As workers pick through the wreckage, they're paying special attention to personal belongings like wallets, pictures, and safes. They're being collected to be returned to the loved ones of those lost.
Be reunited with some of their physical belongings, if that's found out on the slide, is a really important thing. To reunite family members with that is a really important piece of this effort.
The official death toll stands at 18, not counting one victim found but not recovered. Authorities have warned that some victims may never be accounted for. There is a renewed effort tonight to find wreckage from the missing Malaysia Flight 370. A new ship designed for search has left port with new promise of finally getting results. It's going to take several days to reach its destination, where finding crashed debris is the key to finding the plane's black boxes and maybe the truth. ABC's David Wright has more.
A new lead ship and a new search coordinator, raising hopes that the hunt for Flight 370 may finally find answers by the end of this fourth week of searching.
The best equipped ship to support this role.
Australia's 6,500-ton Ocean Shield about to set sail for the search area, designated Friday as the most likely spot where Flight 370 went down. It'll deploy this U.S. Navy acoustic device towed behind the ship, trolling for pings from the plane's black box recorders.
This is an acoustic beacon that's mounted on the flight data recorder. Once we get a detection from this pinger, we would put the autonomous underwater vehicle in the water to conduct a side scan to map the debris field.
But the searchers must first locate surface debris from the plane to narrow the search area, an effort that has so far been fruitless.
Searching something the size of Poland at only a walking pace. You can see that we have 3 to 4 days before that pinger runs out.
Chinese families of those aboard Flight 370 are angry at Malaysian officials for botching the search. Give us our relatives back, they chanted. Australian relatives frustrated too.
Every day, just having no finality, no answers.
The international search effort now has a new head man, Angus Houston, a former top Australian military officer. He inherits a race against time. The batteries on those underwater pingers will run out in less than a week. The answers to the mystery of Flight 370 still at the bottom of the sea. David Wright, ABC News, Garden Island, Australia.
Another earthquake out west early this morning. How the quake affected the nation's first national park and why it's really nothing new. Disney's animated film Frozen got rave reviews when it came out this past fall. We're going to tell you just how hot Frozen is at the box office. The Pacers are feeling some pressure on top of the standings. Later in sports, see if a Sunday trip to Cleveland would give them some answers.